Tipping norms have changed and evolved over the years, especially with the pandemic, leaving many of us really confused.
Nancy O'Brien, CEO and founder of The Magnetic Truth, joins us now with some tips for tipping. Nancy, we are so happy to have you here today. Thank you.
So many questions.
So let's just talk about the origins of tipping. Where did it come from?
Absolutely. And first of all, it's a pleasure to be with you today. Tipping actually originated in Europe in the 1800s. Pub goers would tip their servers early in the evening to guarantee that their mugs would be filled throughout the night.
Yeah.
And then after the Civil War, wealthy Americans would travel abroad to Europe where they first encountered tipping. And they brought back the aristocratic custom to reflect their standing, social class, and education. And TIP actually is an acronym for to ensure promptitude or promptness.
I like that. And I think sometimes we forget that there is a purpose to a tip because it's like, you know, you go to a restaurant, you leave 15 or 20% because you always do, and regardless of who the person is. And in the pandemic, so many things have changed. In a lot of places, you go to the counter and there's a tip jar there, or there's like, when you do the electric signing, they're asking for a tip. It's like, who do you tip? Where do you tip? When do you stop?
Absolutely. It's a conundrum that we're faced with on a daily basis. But here are some guidelines to really help you with that. Consider the fact that a tip is congruent to service. And always remember the situation. Is it your rideshare vehicle driver? Is it your hairstylist? You know, who are you getting the service from, and how strong is that service? And then, of course, we always have to consider our means. You know, many in the service industry, their wages are reflected upon the fact that much of their earnings are going to be taken into account by their clients who tip them.
I can't stand bad tipping, by the way, especially in restaurants. I mean, those folks are working so hard. But okay, but I'm a little bit confused when we're thinking about your hairstylist. I understand tipping them, but then with the shampoo person, how much should we tip the shampoo person, or how much do we tip the valet? Like, you know, I'm just curious.
Absolutely, and tipping is different a little bit across the country and in different countries. But we're going to talk about the Midwest today. And so when you think about your person in the salon who washes or dries your hair or puts the toner on it for you, you know, do they keep the water out of your eyes? Do they ask you, how is the temperature? Do they perhaps offer you cotton for your ears? You know, little extras like that really elevate that service. Then in those particular situations, you know, give them $5 for that courtesy that they've provided you and given you more than others may.
It's just become such a habit that people forget. They just do it because they should do it. And then if you don't do it meaningfully and you just lay it down, I feel like it's kind of almost hypocritical, because then you're like, oh, well, I should have given them more, but I didn't, because then I got to give everybody more. And, you know, is there a way to change that culture a little bit?
You know, I really think we have to think about what we're doing, right? We have to acknowledge, did someone provide service that really saw you as an individual, that went the extra mile? They came back and they asked you, how do you enjoy that drink? You know, was the beef tenderloin to your liking? You know, how can we elevate your dining experience with us this evening? Those particular individuals will go leaps and bounds in terms of what they take home. And also remember that when you tip on a check and it's a credit card payment, those particular servers don't actually receive that tip until their next paycheck. So if you have the ability to leave cash, then that is an immediate tip for those particular service people.
Nancy, I have to ask you this question because my friend and I argue about it all the time. I'm like a standard 20% tipper, even when it's terrible service, but he likes to tip
Service?
like pre-tax.
Oh, gotcha.
He doesn't include tax, like in the overall 20%. I just go with the final bill, the tax. What's the appropriate method?
Well, first of all, you have to consider the service that you're getting, and don't award or honor poor service. I mean, it's just going to become cyclical. You want to give it to those who really, truly deserve it. Your dollars are valuable, and you work hard for them. So in terms of what you should do, that question is heavily debated and most popularly asked. So technically, you tip on service, and as tax is not a serviceable item, you're not obliged to tip on tax. However, practically, the amount extra that you would end up tipping on top of including the tax is negligible. So I like to say, if you have the means, be generous.
Be generous. So here's one question before I let you go, because we're out of time. You know, there's so many restaurants and bars that are hurting for people right now because of the pandemic. And so a lot of people they do have on staff are undertrained, not to their own fault.
Yes.
So I'm still like, oh God, the service is horrible, but I know you're trying.
If you see the effort, then definitely acknowledge that.
Absolutely.
All right.